Happy Wednesday, world.
Morning.
I have the long lost Jennifer Lynch. Where have you been?
Where have you been? Wait, that's not how it goes. Is there a Rihanna song?
I don't know.
Anyhow.
Anyway,
so
while we're waiting on people to get on here, it's funny. I had to call Angie, our director of marketing, to tell her about the person that I just interviewed on our podcast. So it is rare that I am literally taken back by a What is happening in this world? A whole mess. God, trying to do the Instagram thing as well. Anyways, it is rare whenever I am literally taken back by a person whenever I walk into a room. And this morning, we were doing a podcast because we decided to change it up this year a little bit, and we're doing home ownership tips. So we're doing every 2 weeks. One is about the economy and what's going on in the market, and the other one is about home ownership tips. So today, we were interviewing a plumber, quick drains, actually, and when I walk in this morning, here is this like 6 foot something, perfectly manicured, like Greek god looking person.
It's not a garden. Perfectly manicured.
Well, no, okay. So he has like the beard and the piercing blue eyes and the perfect like hair that's done back. And I was just like, I walk in, I'm like, you're not a plumber. Who are you?
Not fair.
Oh man, I know you shouldn't stereotype, but he was the most put together contractor I have ever met in my life. In fact, he even impressed Kaz. He got here early. He got here 20 minutes early. So thankfully, punctual. Unlike any other contractor that I've ever met in my life. Like,
that's true.
I'm like, who is this person? And he gives back to the community, and he is financially responsible and savvy. I'm like, let's go, man. Like, you are going to go far. Anyway, so look out for the podcast to come out. He is incredibly articulate and very smart, and we talked about polybutylene piping and how much it costs to replace pipes and all sorts of good stuff. So that'll be in the works. We're going to send it to our boy Britton.
Brit.
Yeah, Brit. And so as soon as he releases that, we'll let you guys know. It's going to be a good one.
Cool.
Anyway, so
trying to remember, it's been so long. Like, what is the format that we usually do with this?
I put it in front of you just so you know.
I'm over here sending emails to these agents, and we've got offers out pending on, and I'm like, so what do we do?
What do we do? I forgot. Jen's like, when I tell you that this world is out of freaking control right now.
Bananas.
Yeah. So we'll start with our normal format, which is, Jen, what's a learning moment for you this week? Or the last several weeks. I mean, I don't think we've done a reality with you since December.
Even if you have $200,000 laying around to throw in a house, you're still not going to get the first house, the second house, the third house, the fourth.
Probably not the fourth house. I know, that's the sad part.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. It's actually really disheartening. So this weekend we were all in the mountains and we're sitting around. We had just gotten off the slopes and the slopes. I'm cute. The tube.
We were at the tube park.
We was at the tube park.
No slopes.
Right. So we were at the tube park. We were at the tube park, and then we're all sitting. And then we went to the town afterwards, and sat down and we're having some drinks. And so it's like Will gets a phone call and talk about an offer. Jen gets a phone call, a denial of an offer. And I was a listing agent. And now I'm getting phone calls like every 10 minutes of offers. Will this work? Will you accept VA loans? How about this?
Flip that table!
All of it was so much. But it's just, you lost. I mean,
my learning moment, second place hurts the most.
Second place hurts the most.
Yeah, in multiple offers, second hurts the most.
But that's what you keep getting is second place.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, because Jen is working with primarily cash buyers right now, so it's a really stressful time for everyone.
And if not cash, they've got hefty down payments. So in a normal market, that's great.
Yeah. And the thing I keep hearing the most is when is this going to change? When is this going to change? It's not going to change, guys. That's the craziest part about all of this is if you're listening to any of the economists, this is a supply and demand issue. Wait, what did Angie say? She goes, "You're welcome for making your morning." Yeah, girl. Thank you. I had to call her right afterwards. It's her relationship with this plumber. They used to be neighbors for forever and ever. Yeah. So anyway, sorry. Now I'm distracted by the blue eyes. But yeah, the market is super, super aggressive right now for buyers. Fantastic for sellers. But awful.
Yeah.
Awful for buyers right now.
I had a fun conversation this morning with a resident here. He's been here since the dawn of time and weighing his options of, all right, do I sell my place, move all that money into buying something else? Do I keep my place, rent it for top dollar? Because I told him, I said, buyers are giving up and buyers are wanting to rent for a year until they see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Rent it for top dollar, pay it off, rent it, and then buy a place. Stay where he is, continue to watch his value rise. Like, he's got options, you know? So, we were just talking about all sorts of stuff for a good 30 minutes. I thought it was going to be a 10-minute call.
No, not the first call. He also walked in here mad early. It was like 8 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
These guys have been here at 8 at that
He seems
point.
like a cool guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not meant to just like discourage anybody who wants to get in the market and buy right now. I mean, I bought at the end of last year and it was like everything hit at once, right? It's like it was a little bit slow, but it was still aggressive, but not this aggressive. And I guess for me and the area that we actually work in the majority of the time, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, is when everything just like, the weather's starting to take a turn. Let's go. And everybody flood the market all at once. And I think a lot of that, and there's no basis to this. I just think like general psychology of humans is everybody's talking about how the Fed might be making a shift. Interest rates might be rising in the bond market. Like now's the time to buy a house. Your affordability is going to go down because with the one thing that we do know, everybody who wanted to wait last year until this year, whenever COVID cleared it and everything was going to be, is like, no, now your houses are $40,000 to $70,000 more than they were this time last year. Guys, this has been going on in California and the West Coast for a long time. It's just now hitting here. And the crazy thing is like, we're also one of the wealthiest places in the country as far as cash and income and all that other stuff. But it reminds me of everything that I've ever heard from my friends on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So
just have to be patient. Just be patient. I mean, one of my buyers who they are going to be purchasing with the intent to only stay in the house for about 3 years. And then we're going to focus on and they're still going to get a great home. It's trust and believe. They're going to get a great piece of property that the value is going to continue to rise on, but it's for short term. And then the goal is to get them where they really want to be and on the land that they really want after 3 years. Yeah. So it's patience and, accepting that long gone are the days of, I'm going to get my dream home for a really fair, low price.
No, you're not. You're going to get an acceptable home that you want to live in. Well, I'm going to build. On what land, buddy? What land are you going to build on?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just kidding. At least it is here because our density is so tight in the Northern Virginia area. Like if you really want land, you've got to go out to the suburbs. You've got to go out down south, where there's plenty of land. Like let's go Loudoun County. Let's go Fredericksburg, Stafford, Caroline, But
Caroline! No outcast moment.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about the law of attraction, about all the crazy stuff that's been going on. So we had an interesting situation happen in the Belmont Bay area over the last couple of, I guess, days, or I guess about a week now, with the domino of offers.
Yeah.
So we've had 2 condos that's been sitting on, for how long have they been on? Because you guys came on about the same time, but not 90 days? 120 days? 120.
Ours was about 65.
Okay, so 120 days we've had these condos coming on.
About a 2-month difference.
Yeah. So one of the homes, actually both of the homes, absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Literally upgraded, phenomenal kitchen, phenomenal bathrooms, beautiful units. One was waterfront and the other one faced the opposite side of the building. So we knew it was going to take a little bit longer, especially if somebody had such a beautifully upgraded unit. So they never did a price reduction. They're like, no, I'm not going to do it. And neither did our unit over and the other one in the other building. And all of a sudden, it's just about the same time period. Whenever I see people decided to come out of the woodwork, we ended up getting multiple offers on the first one. And thankfully we were able to secure a client with that one. The second one, then there was one that was on the top floor that came on, and the people who lost on this one, they went and started bidding on this one. Only one person could win it. Well, then that contract ended up falling out. And then it came back on the market again, multiple offers, and now it's managed to funnel over to her unit, with multiple weavy like offers, and I'm like, what is going on out here? Like, you were sitting for 120 days, and now all of a sudden it's just like, all right, you're beautiful, we'll take you.
Yeah.
And then the same thing that was happening over in the other building. So we used to tell a story whenever we were in real estate, like whenever we were first getting in real estate. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you want the house, I guarantee you at this time somebody else wants the house too. So, good morning, Janice. Good morning, Gavin. Oh, I love it. Facebook has moved where their comments sit. So, like, I can barely see. I don't know where you guys are whenever you speak. I'll just pull you up and see when you talk. Anywho, so it's an interesting thing that's happening right now. Condos, if you're waterfront in Belmont, you go almost immediately.
Yeah.
As long as you're priced under or right around 500. The ones that are priced over those is whenever it can take a little bit of time to sit, but it also just depends on your finishes. Also, whenever you're the prettiest girl in the room, that can be a little bit of a concern too.
It really is a struggle. Kidding. Says the girl who's wearing like a sweatshirt, workout clothes, and a beanie underneath over this situation. Because
yeah,
but I'm still pretty
with that hair. Out of control. I am actually very pretty today because
I look a wreck. I don't even know what to do.
I hadn't washed my hair in a week, so I had to.
That's sad.
I washed it this morning.
No, the sad part is that mine is actually clean, and this is still what I look like.
The struggle.
I didn't have time.
Yeah, didn't have time. Well, oh darn, being so busy with so many clients.
No,
but never too busy for your referrals.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wish we had cameras following us sometimes. They could just see how ridiculous.
I know. We were talking about this last night we went to a prefix dinner with some lovely ladies in the industry last night, and whenever we were riding back in the car, I was like, this is a time that I wish we had cameras following us because we are a freaking riot. We are hilarious, guys. You guys don't even know.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, world. Anyway, so other than learning that this market is crazy, did you learn anything personally?
Yes, that I still need to put me first. I love my clients to death. I love everything about this industry, but me still has to come first. I've not been hitting macros. I've not been like feeling mentally at ease. And it's because I'm letting the needs and the demands of not wanting to be the reason why a client loses out on something and wanting to be immediately accessible to everybody and make them feel like they're the only client, right? Mm-hmm. I'm letting that take over my normal kind of routines, if you will.
Yeah, I can actually piggyback on that. So I'm having an interesting, I don't know if existential crisis is what's happening with me right now. Pause for a dramatic effect, but is really sitting with some things inside of me that I have been pushing, like I've just been pushing away. And it's like feeling inspired and just being the best version of myself. And like, why is it that I know more about nude? I want to wave to people. Oh, Jen wants to wave to people. I'm like, what is she doing? But in general, not honoring who I am at my core because of not wanting to disappoint people around me in my life. And yeah, I've been journaling lately. Like it's something interesting. I don't know, man. February 1, something clicked in my mind and it has just been like all holds no bar. Like I'm crying every day, and it's good cries, like, because it's like things are all coming together for me. But yeah, journaling is really important because it allows for self-reflection. Last night, because last night I couldn't sleep. So I went to bed at 10 and then I woke up at 12, or no, I went to bed at 10 and then I woke up at 2. And I was like, I can't sleep. So I just went downstairs and I needed to work. So I went down and I started working, and then I started journaling, and then I was listening to podcasts and like doing all this stuff until about 5 a.m. And the stuff that came out of this journaling session was like, I wrote down every mentor that I've had in my life. And then I wrote down beside it what it was that I can identify that they've given me, or like, not that they've given me, but that I learned from them. And it was a powerful moment. Like, it was a really powerful moment to look at all these people and also realize like, I probably should reach out to them at some point and just see how they're doing. Cause it's been through, people have lifted me up since I was about 18 years old. And I'm 30, how old am I? I'm about to be 36. Or am I 36? I was born
year were you
in
born?
85. 86. I don't know how old I am, guys. Like at some at some point, you just stop remembering.
You'll be 36.
I will be 36. Okay, I will be 36 in July.
Yeah. My brain can't do basic math for anything right now. This should be a really easy thing to figure out.
Yeah, 2020 minus 1986.
Yeah,
Yes,
you'll
I'll be 36 this year. Okay, I'll be 36
Nailed it.
this year. Perfect.
How does that make you feel?
Like my bones are starting to hurt, and I got glasses on the way.
Listen.
But yeah, it's the self reflection for me that has really been extremely powerful since the first, and like wanting to wake up. And we also we're going to announce a new partnership in probably in about a week, I think. But we have been put into an ecosystem now where it's only top performers, and the things that they expect from their partners is so powerful. I think that's one of the things for me that's shifting a lot of the stuff inside of me and pulling out a lot of the stuff that I've been like pushing back down. So we're excited to tell you all about what that actually looks like. It's just we have the press release hasn't been done yet. So, yeah. So journaling, mentorship, honoring what people have given me through time. I need to call Lenny. Like that was the big thing that I took out of it last time. It's like I really need to call Lenny. Lenny was my first mentor in the real estate industry, and that man is, I would say, a large reason why we are where we are. So I need to call him. Anyway, and so her learning moment was putting her first, and it's I think my learning moment was remembering to always put other people first. Not in the same way.
Yeah.
But like for instance, marketing, I was sitting on a call on Monday, and it was all about marketing and what we do with the community and how we like show up for the world, and just little stuff like as far as your perspective goes, we've always done a really good job as far as like putting the client first at the forefront of the story. But I think we were starting to lose that a little bit. And so it was a reminder that we are here because of them. Mm-hmm. But you can't be the best version of yourself for them if you don't put yourself first. So doesn't really have a lot to do with real estate, but it was a really powerful lesson.
Life, man.
Yeah, life, man.
Yeah.
Being an adult is really strange. I will tell you. I think that was the how I ended my journal last night is, man, being an adult is weird.
Drops mic.
Man. Anyway.
Pardon.
Yeah, I don't know if I really have anything else to say about that. Janice says, great energy, and Q says, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, thank you. Joey, I didn't even see this. Thank you for knowing how old I'm going to be. Like, we're the same age. So, he knows.
That.
I know. It's so sad. I'm like, sometimes I feel like I am a 95-year-old person inside of...
I mean, we can't be the only ones who feel... Like, I think Angie and I were talking about this. Like, after a certain point, you just stop keeping track, you know, age-wise. Like, I literally have to subtract my year from the current year, like when I was born, to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm an age.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I'm an age.
You know? Yeah.
I was on a recruiting call yesterday with a potential new agent who lives over in the old Belmont section. Who loves our mailers, by the way. Of
course.
And is a lovely person. And I asked her the question. I was like, "Do you know what your core value? Has anybody ever asked you before? Do you know what your core values are? Like, what do you value most out of anything?" And she looked at me and she goes, "No, honestly, nobody's ever asked me that." I was like, "Well, you don't have to answer me right now because this is a very big question." And it's all about understanding who you are as a human. And I've just done a lot of work on it. So it's just something that I'm consistently thinking about. Like, I know that my very first core value that I value more than anything is authenticity. And my second one is beauty. But not in a, like, you're beautiful sense. It's like, I find beauty in the world. I find beauty in every single situation. I find beauty in everything. Literally everything.
And this janky pen.
Even that janky pen. Because it's a beautiful color and it makes me happy when I look at it.
You saw that email that popped up?
No, what was it?
Lost another one.
Seriously?
Yeah. But guess what? My buyers already have two that they're ready to write on. So we going.
I love you too, Joey. I don't even know what to say. Now you just got to see. Did you see that email? No. No, I didn't. I don't even get disappointed anymore. What number was that for these folks?
Mm-hmm.
That was only the second one?
I mean, only. We just started writing this weekend.
Oh.
It's Sunday. It's
true.
Wednesday.
No, this is the third one because was it the same people you registered DC for?
That's true. They wrote. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, well, who has the lake house?
That was a different buyer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah.
was second place.
Yeah.
Second offer for them also. Last one was last year when we were at it.
We're up to we're up to 6.5 million now. That we've lost in contracts, and it's like
We've been outbid.
we've been out.
Yeah,
we've been outbid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, now I'm sad. Now I'm gonna leave. Now we're gonna lose. Now we're gonna leave this on a like.
This is what happens now.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, great. They're ready to write on 2 more. We're gonna want to go see some stuff. However, Mama has a schedule still, so it's like, how do we balance being there and being accessible and ready to rock and roll for them at the drop of a dime, but still respecting our time and other clients and like.
Yeah. If you agents out there have any advice out there, call us.
Mm-hmm.
Would love to brainstorm around that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Antoinette. She says, "Good to see you."
Oh, Antoinette,
It's great to see you too, honey. We miss you. Miss you terribly.
A lot going on, love it.
Yeah, he's a sweet friend. Anyway,
Then why was her email response? We ratified. Were you going to tell people? Were you going to tell people?
wait, that was a response. You said we ratified.
Yes, because I reached out again and was like, "Hey, any word? My folks are ready to, move forward with something else if they didn't get it." Oh yeah, we ratified.
Wow, neat. Neat. I love this respect. Like
Yeah.
the respect in this market.
Yeah. We're just throwing offers out there.
Yeah, just throwing offers
The
out
first
there.
one we hear back from a yes, withdraw everything else. That was like my stress last night too, being out at the event. I was like, all right, I gotta keep looking at my phone because the second we get an okay,
Yeah.
we got one. We got an okay from one. We gotta withdraw everything else that we got out in these streets.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My, what a time to be alive.
Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, like when I was lifting this morning, like my mind muscle connection, and then like that went to other places too. We are fortunate to have things to bitch about.
That's true.
We are so lucky to be able to get up and do what we do every day
And love what we
serve
do.
people and like
At the end of the day, like
poor you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, right. At the end of the day, we love this business and we love our clients, and there's no other industry in the world that's like it. So this is not us complaining. It's more so.
Just what a life.
You just want the best for your clients, and so we tend to take on the emotional.
Oh yeah,
baggage or the emotional thing, like the emotions of the client, like that they're potentially going through. So anyway, that's all I got. You got anything else?
Nah.
All right. Well, we started out with such high energy.
We're still.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
Got a little pep in my step.
at this point,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start timing myself on writing these offers, and that's gonna be a new game. Like, who can write an offer the quickest?
All right. We should do that. Like have a prize. No, I don't want to do that. Anyway, but what I do want to do is tell you that I love you and thank you for being with us today. We miss your faces.
Tomorrow, investing seminar.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Harbor Grill.
Yeah, solid. Okay, so tomorrow we're doing an investment seminar at Harbor Grill. Free snacks, free drinks, all the things. It is from 6.
It starts at 6.
It started at 6. Yeah, and we're
6:30 to 7:30.
6:30 to 7:30. There's an Eventbrite link for you to sign up. We've got goodies that we're giving away. We're gonna have one of our favorite lenders there, and we're gonna be there to chat with you guys about what it looks like to be able to invest in this market. Mm-hmm. So we love you. Have a wonderful day. I hope you guys are very productive.
If you know us personally, you got our cell, you got our Insta, all that stuff. Shoot us a DM, send a message through Messenger on Facebook. If you want to attend tomorrow, we'll make sure we get you the link to RSVP. Okay?
Absolutely. All right. We love you guys. We'll see you.
Bye.